You are welcome to our channel. Remember to give us a thumbs up and like. Make sure you subscribe and share. As a matter of fact, with the way it is now, the world hasn't seen anything yet. Primate is the one speaking in the news today. As reported by Daily Post, Primate Elijah Ayodele, the leader of the INRI, INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, has issued a serious warning regarding the potential risks associated with the former US President Donald Trump's administration. Ayodele believes that Trump's leadership represents a major threat to global peace and could lead to various conflicts between nations. Speaking through his media aide, Oluwatosin Osho Ayodele expressed his worries that the world has not yet seen the full scale of the turmoil that could emerge during Trump's presidency. In his remarks, Ayodele emphasized that Trump's time in office will bring about negative outcomes, suggesting that the worst is still to come. The prophet highlighted that challenging times are approaching for the world, cautioning that regardless of Trump's apparent strength, his time in office will ultimately result in his demise. I warned the world before voting for Donald Trump that his administration will be majorly negative. America voted for the wrong person. And as a matter of fact, with the way it is now, the world hasn't seen anything yet. Ayodele remarked. He went on to explain that Trump is likely to turn to military actions, which will heighten global tensions and bring the world closer to war. Ayodele mentioned that Trump will depend heavily on the military, resulting in widespread conflict, and stressed that achieving peace will be difficult during his time in office. Despite Trump's apparent power and influence, Ayodele forecasted that he will ultimately face disgrace. The prophet's warning indicates serious concerns about the direction he believes Trump's presidency will take, not just for the United States but for the entire world. According to Ayodele, the negative consequences of Trump's actions are already becoming evident, and the global community should prepare for even tougher times ahead. This was Primate Elijah Ayodele, the leader of INRI Evangelical Church that is in the news today. Known for his predictions, he has predicted again concerning Donald Trump. But let's dissect some of the things that he has said and what Donald Trump is currently doing. His beliefs is that some of the steps taken by Donald Trump right from the first day in office as the man hit the ground running, he believes that some of these moves are in the negative. They are on the left, believing that it's going to have a negative repercussion on the United States and also the world at large. Looking at the fact that there are so many policies that were, put in place by the previous administration, especially the Democrats, in which Donald Trump came to override and cancel. For example, he came to tell the whole America that in their constitution, there is male and female as far as that country is concerned, that he doesn't want a situation whereby the confusion that is the order of the day, which give more right to those who are into LGBTQ plus that are in the country. He completely help them to understand the fact that whether they like it or not, we have biological males and biological females, period. If anybody wants to say he has the right to be whoever he wants to be, that's his own cup of tea. And as a result of that statement, a lot of changes came. For example, to some women who decided to say they are men uses men toilets when they go to toilet, even in the Senate in the United States. But that has been reversed. If you are a woman, you go to a woman's convenience, and if you are a man, you go to a man's convenience. Those are some of the policies, for example, that he has made. Another one has to do with international policies as regards the fight between Ukraine and Russia. We can see that Europe is not happy with Donald Trump because of some of the decisions he's taking. It looks like as if he's mending fence with China and with Russia against Europe. And of course, when the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, visited the White House, there was a heated discussion to a point that Donald Trump had to say that Zelensky has insulted him, that he was, a kind of saying probably it was rude to him. But there and then, as Zelensky had to leave the White House, in fact, they didn't honor him anymore. The same thing when the prime minister, of course, of another European country, I think is Ireland or so, also came. It also ended in a deadlock, meaning that the whole of Europe is not in good terms with Trump and his decision, meaning that Trump is supporting Russia, and from the look of things, it seems it's giving more strength to, Vladimir Putin to begin to do much more evil, because he was trying to say when Ukraine president visited that if he's not careful, he's going to die very soon, because he is not the one fighting the war, which is the reality. Truly, it is America that is backing Ukraine, even to, resist the attempt of Russia to run over that country. And then also other policies in which Donald Trump has, steps he has taken, like withdrawing United States from the United Nations on some policies and asking other countries to also donate their own quota even to the United Nations. Remember what he also did with USAID, that used to send a lot of grants to Africa to help a lot of people in the medical system, and those who happen to be refugees, and those who are also motherless babies, and a lot of USAID grants and programs that has been stopped in Africa and in some other part of the world too. Not only that, he also raised some tax with some other, advanced countries like Canada and some other countries too. I believing that some of these decisions, I think those are some of the things that were giving back to the prediction made by Primate, looking at some of what Donald Trump is saying, is like as if he's creating enmity for himself. And because he is a world power, believing that nobody can face him. But at the end of the day, there is possibility of those who are now expecting him to resist or to rebel against him. And if the rebellion comes up, I think Primate is foreseeing that Trump will now, leave the level of diplomacy he's using and go through military force. But then before that time will come, we don't pray for such a time in the world today. We believe that some senses might have been, spoken into him. But then some of these policies, the question is Trump wrong? That's just a question we need to ask, because some of these policies are welcomed by Americans. Some of his plan is that America is for Americans. He revoked some laws that make somebody who just come to the United States and gave birth to the features of a woman or the person who give put to bed becomes an American citizen, while the mother may be a citizen of another country. That such things will not be allowed again. And also a lot of repatriations were done to all those who don't have, genuine paper, that are staying in US illegally, even continuing the war against, between US and Mexico. Some of this action, I think the world believe that is going to, create a ripple effect that's negative against Trump presidency. But let's keep our fingers crossed and see whether this prediction by Primate will come true. Don't forget to give us your thumbs up. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, and please share. Thank you.